Hello and welcome to SelfWork and to the first episode of You Get the Gist, which is a bonus episode. You Get the Gist will be segments that are going to be about the news in mental health, where I'll touch on my thoughts and responses to things and how you might be able to apply them to your own life. So we'll both get the gist. Less than 5 minutes and hopefully packed with information. Today's Get the Gist is about the recent athletes who've come forward to talk openly about their mental health struggles. I'm a huge Dallas Cowboy fan, and one of the Cowboys is one of the people I'm talking about. But these are men and women who we look up to for their athletic prowess and resilience. And of course, they have their own struggles just like the rest of us. Some of the newer ones are Victoria Garrick, who while still in college did a TEDx in California about how college athletes suffer through eating disorders, anxiety, and depression every day as their schedules are so highly pressured. And my Dallas Cowboy, Dak Prescott, recently revealed that he'd sought help for depression and anxiety as he desperately tried to cope with the sudden death and actual suicide of his brother. But he even found that during COVID, he couldn't work out, couldn't make himself go to practice, and that was before his older brother died. He says, if you're not mentally healthy, if you're not thinking in the right way, then you're not going to be able to lead people the right way. So before I can lead, I'm to make sure my mind is in the right place to do that. This interview was right on the heels of a film that came out called Weight of Gold, and it was about Olympians, and it was produced by Michael Phelps. I have not watched the movie yet, but I hear that the athletes involved talk about terrible depression, suicidal thoughts and actions, and identity issues after their Olympic days are over. Here's a quick quote from a recent article about the movie. The only thing that kept Olympic figure skater Gracie Gold from killing herself was her twin sister. What kept Michael Phelps alive was checking into a treatment center after his second DUI left him contemplating if he should just end it all. Bobsledder Stephen Holcomb said when he realized his friend and fellow Olympian Jarrett Peterson had died by suicide, he said, "This is like an epidemic." What happened in 2017, Holcomb also killed himself. This movie is an incredible story and one where we can all learn about the meaning of our roles and how rigid they can become. Then when they're over, we don't know what to do or even who we are. But back to Dak for a minute. Of course, there are people who seem to want to carry on the stigma attached to mental illness. So what happened? He caught flack from a sports writer out of Dallas named Skip Bayless, who put it out there that Dak was making excuses for a poor performance. That's just exactly what so many people fear and why they don't risk opening up about mental health and getting help. They fear that they'll be judged harshly if they reveal struggle. Bayless said, "If you reveal publicly any little weakness, it can affect your team's ability to believe in you in the toughest spot." That's hogwash. I challenged Skip Bayless to watch Dr. Brené Brown's Netflix presentation where she's talking about the strength that revealing vulnerability gives you. To me, one of the most poignant moments of the presentation was when a soldier who'd done, I believe, 3 tours in the Middle East stood up to say, and I'm not quoting, but basically I was so struck by it, I remember it. Every tour I had to face my fear, my vulnerability, to find the courage to go to battle. Let's drop the insane message that you can never show indecisiveness or struggle or not knowing. I hope you got the gist. And bravo to Victoria and Dak and Michael. They've lived to tell their story. 3 simple words. Ask for help. Thanks for listening to the first You Got the Gist. Hope you like it. There'll be more. Let me know. Bye for now. And take very good care.